I'm going to warn you in advance, I talk with my hands, so this microphone in my hand is probably not going to work out well. For our project, we wanted to focus on our teachers as experts and resources for the other teachers in our district, and maybe someday as resources for districts outside of ours. So our focus was, how can we maximize the human capital in our district and ultimately benefit our students? Our theory of action focused on 4 main goals. We are a very small district. We have 2 schools. If you stand in the office of either school, you can see the other one. So for us, it made sense to really try to unite those 2 schools under one banner and try to do what we could to build those networks between our 2 schools and then try to share that out with other schools as well. So we wanted to use this group as a way to bring together all the many initiatives we have in our district. We are very fortunate to have a number of grants that deal with instruction and professional learning and improving outcomes for students, and we wanted to make sure that whatever our project was did not add something else onto our teachers, but provided a way for us to really be able to capitalize on what we were getting from all these other grants and all these other programs. So we wanted to find a way to create, recognize, and utilize that human capital, because we have the best people anywhere, and I don't care what y'all say. We're very proud of our staff and the work that they do every day for our kids. And then ultimately, we do have a goal of providing personalized professional learning for our staff. We do our best to provide that for our students, and our teachers deserve no less. So those were kind of our goals and what we wanted to do with our project. Our theory of action here is in our PowerPoint. It's also in the holler, I think. But we really just wanted to find a way, again, to help administrators facilitate those professional learning experiences for teachers that were geared towards their interests and their passions, and that also found a way for us to recognize the absolute awesomeness that exists in the teachers that we have. Everybody in education knows that we don't say thank you enough to our teachers, and we don't always recognize the great things that we do. And we wanted to make sure that we had a vehicle to make that happen in our district. And then again, ultimately, so that our students could engage in deeper learning, because we had improved the practice of our teachers. Thank you. So we decided that we would develop a teacher talent matrix. And in this teacher talent matrix, we identified all of our staff, and they have, if you could, this is a link if you don't mind, and we'll try to bring up the live version. But we wanted to give our teachers an opportunity to tell us what they feel like they're an expert in. And I can tell you, and Ms. Turner can tell you, because she talked about this as well, that it's hard to get them to tell us what they think they're good at. They don't want to brag on themselves at all. So sometimes we had to just tell them what they were good at and ask them to provide us resources. But we had each teacher develop or identify a talent or topic that they would be willing to share with staff, either in an ed camp, which we do have one planned the next time we have a teacher work day, so that those teachers can share. But we had them identify talent or a topic that they wanted to present about. We shared this as a Google Doc with all the teachers in our district, so they could attach resources that they use or they feel are appropriate. And then we also have a program in our district where teachers are encouraged to complete micro-credentials and Google Certified Educator certifications. So if teachers have those, we've tried to list those as well. In the talent matrix, the contact box in the far right-hand column, if you click on that, it takes you to a Google form. So if I'm interested in using QR codes and I want to contact Ms. Gabbard, I can click that button and fill out a short form about what I would like to talk to her about, and then the form will email Ms. Gabbard to let her know that this teacher wants to meet with her during her planning, if that works. That was probably the hardest part, is making the Google sheet email the teachers automatically. But this is still a work in progress. We don't have everything identified and listed. Our goal is to have our matrix complete by the end of this school year so that we can roll it out next year and incorporate it as part of the professional learning, professional development credit for our teachers. And I think, and if we could, did you want to talk about, okay. And I have with me, we have a larger team. But I have with me Miss Megan Bowling. She's one of our middle school teachers. And Miss Amanda Turner, you saw her presentation about talking the talk before. She's our third grade math teacher. They'll just share a little bit about their thoughts from a teacher's perspective about our project, and then we'll talk about next steps.
Okay, as a teacher, this talent matrix has allowed me to identify my own skills and be able to refine on those. And then it's also allowed me to be able to collaborate with other teachers if there's something individually that I need to improve on, and another teacher is an expert in it. I can use them as the expert teacher and improve my professional practice that way. It also allows for that personalized professional learning that everyone may not need this type of topic. But if I need it, then I can find an expert teacher to be able to improve on that. And the whole goal is that our students will become better. They will be more engaged. Their achievement and their increases will improve based on our professional learning that we need in the classroom.
And the only other thing that I could add is I hope that this opens up peer observations in our district, because when we see something we're interested in, hopefully we can build a comfort level to where we can go in. Because I think all of our teachers in all of our districts are doing wonderful things, but we don't have time to visit each other's classrooms. So with this talent matrix in place, we can see what we're interested in, do a peer observation in that room, and it will make it much more powerful than just reading about it in an article.
So our next steps from here, as we said, our goal for this year is to make sure that we have a really solid talent matrix in place, and that we have resources from everybody, and we have talents and skills that we've identified for everyone. We'll implement and roll that out for staff next year, and we'll continue to tweak and grow and update as we need to based on the impact and usage that we see. We also would like to add resources from community partners. Our community partner couldn't be here today, but we had talked to her about community partners providing information about stress relief or nutrition or other topics that might be of interest to teachers that maybe they don't have time to search and dig around and look for, so that we can make those readily available for all of our folks. And that's our plan. Thank you.